guys. This is Chef Boss. He is a cook in Atlanta. So if you guys want some good ass ATL food, just hit him up. He'll get the job done for sure.
Good ass whatever food. You feel me? You want to go down to the Caribbean? You want to go to China? We can do that too. So
Absolutely.
we gonna go ladies first though. What was the question you had for that you were interested about?
So, you know how a man tells you when he needs his space a little bit, like he loves you dearly, he provides things that you need, but then he tell you, hey, I just need a little space sometimes, babe. Like, just let me hang out with my friends. Like, do you think there's possibly a woman involved, or do you think that guys in general just need their space just to, be who they are?
Everybody needs their space, men and women. It just depends on the dependency level. Do you have friends? Do you have a social life? Do you have hobbies? What's your work schedule? I'm an only child, so I'm gonna always have some time to myself. But when you decide to be with someone, all of that needs to be discussed prior to us combining things. So you really know about boundaries, you know about do's, don'ts, and you got a list to look at, not just a verbal conversation, but like let's write it down. What are the things that you need? Now, I don't have the background on is this a personal situation or is this random?
This is more like we're in a relationship.
This is your guy, got you.
This is my guy.
Why?
We're long distance. Like, he's 9 hours away, and he's from Baltimore, so he'll come here, like, visit me.
What do you need time to do? I mean, now see, that automatically, here we go. Okay, details. Baltimore, you're in Atlanta. He does for you, so I'm assuming he's well to do as far as financial.
Right.
Why would he ever say he need time when there's nothing but time away? What does he need time to do? You're not there every night.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a problem. Now, if it was you overpowering, always around, super needy, I can understand what he's talking about. But if I was in Baltimore, you were my lady, I don't see a reason why I would need to tell you I need my time. All we do is talk on the phone, FaceTime. That's all we could be doing, right?
Yeah.
How many times on your own are you calling him a day?
See, yesterday, I used to call him all the time, but we would talk when he's in the car with his friends. He told his family about me. I gotta get into that too, because that's confusing. But like, we would have conversations when he's around his family, when he's in the car. We would always do it. Went from that to, babe, I just need my space a little bit. Like, I just need my space. Like, I need, if that makes sense, did I answer your question? Like, I would call him like all the time. Like, I would call him not like every second, but when I know the time he gets off work, and I know the time, like, I would give him that call.
Okay,
See what he's doing.
Let me get a little background. How long have y'all been dealing with each other?
It's been 3 months.
Oh shit. Oh, gotcha. How old are you and the gentleman?
He's 27 and I am 24.
Oh, a few years older. 3 months. How did you meet?
We met online, which is Instagram. That's what we met at.
Who reached out first?
He did.
He thought you looked nice.
Mm-hmm.
You thought what? about
At first,
him?
I thought I was like, oh, he just a guy that probably just wants sex. Like he gonna leave me on, leave me. That was not the case at all. Like once we got intimate, of course, and he didn't just disappear on me or just like block my number. Like he's still involved with me. And then one time, I was like, when am I gonna meet your parents? He said, well, when you come down here, you're gonna meet my parents. And then now he's saying, oh, we gotta go all out to dinner. Let's wait. I want us to all go out to dinner so you can meet my parents. I don't want to bring you to the house. It went from him saying, I want you to come to the house and meet my parents to, oh no, babe, I think we should all go out to dinner. Like, because I'm gonna wait till we go out to dinner so you can meet my parents. But you always telling your parents about me though. Like, your mom knows about me. She knows about my mom business, like my family business and how we make our money. Like, she knows this stuff. His dad knows. His sister, I met her. She seems cool.
So you've been up there?
I have not been up there yet. I've talked to them over the phone.
Okay.
And this is his first time ever going out of town to ever meet a girl. And his friends said, like, I got him. Like, that's how he knew. That's how they knew I was actually, like, the one for him. Or he was, like, feeling me, I guess, because
Yeah,
they
let's say
said he
feeling
never
you.
did this.
Yeah, let's say
His
feeling
parents
you.
said it.
Still, I'm just being honest. I know they say a lot of times time has nothing to do with it. It's relative, but time actually matters when it comes to the depth in which you know him and he knows you as far as you're talking. You got to put in so many hours of talk time to really get to know what you're doing. Now, my first issue I have with a lot of my ladies, even involving me, why was the physical introduced to this?
Mm-hmm.
Why, I'm asking you, why did you allow him to touch you? What did he do to get you? That, like, compared to this, if you found me attractive, boom, but you have him as your boyfriend, what's stopping you from being with me? What did he do differently to get you?
Consistency.
Name it.
Making me feel important, not like leading me on. Like, you know how guys play mind tricks? He's like,
I've heard about it.
he's not that type. Like, he's straightforward. Like, he'll tell you what it is. He's not gonna play with your mind or make you feel like, I would say he's my best friend. Like, I could tell him everything without him judging me or,
Mm, best
you
friend.
know, I feel safe. Like, he makes me feel safe when I'm with him, I would say.
I got you.
And he said the reason why is dating
Prior to you, though.
even the last girl didn't work out. That was a long story. Um, he said that he's been in like three, I believe, but he's never really taken them like serious, I guess, because one of the girls he tried to actually be with, she was long distance. His father was tripping about him. It's a long story with that. His father was tripping about him going to see her because because COVID was going around and at the time he was living with his parents and all that shit. So he didn't get a chance to see her, and I guess like she just left him. He's never really. Before me, he said he never really took them. He said it didn't really go nowhere with them. He didn't really invest into them like um, like a man should.
Okay. Um, Now, I only say this to you because a lot of women tell me consistency. 3 months is not that hard to be consistent in. If a person hasn't been around, this is my rule. You got to make it a calendar year at least for me to take you serious. This year is just getting to know each other. We don't need no sex. You don't need no intimacy, and that's how you can prove if this is something beyond a physical relationship. But to have that type of, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of us don't have the tolerance and patience and discipline not to touch each other. We just think that go hand in hand with liking somebody. We touch. We gotta touch at some point. Now, what if I was consistent for a few months and I'm already here? I'm able to do some things that he's not able to do. Is your heart so tied to him based off that consistency for 3 months that you couldn't be wooed away? Are you all in? Mm. Yeah, that's the things you got to think about when you say long distance. I can't do it a long distance romantic relationship. I mean, 8 or California, it's just a flight, really, after so many hours of, unless you're driving everywhere.
Yeah.
So that obviously didn't work, right?
So that was a different story right there. He was a fucking asshole. Like that guy was. If I can tell you that story, you would freak the fuck out. That guy was a literal piece of shit. I'm not gonna get into that. That's why that is full of words. I mean, if he wasn't a piece of shit, but he was literally a piece of shit. Yeah.
Literally a piece of shit.
I've met some fucked up people in my life, but that nigga was a piece of shit.
Okay. We'll leave him alone. But I just want it to be clear to my ladies that a lot of times when you deal with these guys, you said you met his mom and his mom knows about you and da 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 da. Who did who did you tell about on your side of things?
When he came here, so we went to my mom's shop. She owns a vegan restaurant in Atlanta, and I let him meet my brothers and everything. He wanted to meet my mom. You know, he shook her hand, and
Mm.
he's interested, like in that way. Like I could tell because if he wasn't, because he already know my story, what I've dealt with in my past, the dudes, all that shit. Like I've been heartbroken. He knows all about that.
Okay.
So I feel like if he wasn't serious, he would be like, "No, I don't think it's a good time for me to meet your mom because I know like when you meet somebody's mom, that's a big step, and I usually don't bring guys to my mom."
That is a big step. Now, from hearing from you, you sound like you got an older soul than a 24. But I'm gonna tell you, at that age, I still was trying to figure stuff out. It's still a lot of growth time for you and him, even more so for you as a lady. There's a lot that you're gonna have to deal with in the next few years of just deciding what's more important, being with a man or you. A lot of women have the conflict of doing them but still wanting a man. It really ain't no such thing as doing you no more. You got a significant other. Being that y'all away from each other, did y'all set short term goals at all as far as we're gonna keep just traveling to one another for how long?
Yeah, he set that goal. He said in a year, once he gets a good job, like once he can provide for the both of us.
I'm not swayed so easily. So 3 months, even with you, isn't enough time for me to be sold on you. And I'll tell you in front of your friends, your mother. I would shake your mother's hand, hug your mother, but I still wouldn't tell her or you that I'm fully secure about our future because I don't know you well enough, and I can honestly live with that. I don't. 3 months isn't enough to catch up on 20 some odd years. So I need a little bit more time. I know y'all talk, but how extensive do you talk? What do you talk about? Do you talk about your traumas? Do you talk about your failures? Do you talk about your fears? You know what I mean? Do you talk about what is respect for you? What you will deal with, what you won't deal with. Now, a lot of times that comes back to bite you in the ass because a lot of ladies, they tell us what, you know, what is they think is needed, but a lot of niggas will follow the manuscript and just do what you talking about. So you got to be careful on leading him and just letting him answer for himself sometimes. Like, what do you think? Not, I want a man that blah blah blah, and then ask him. So you want to do that? Shit, yeah, whatever it takes to keep you. That's what a lot of men will do. They'll say and do. So it's conflicting to you because you're like, well, he wouldn't do this unless he cared. That's all men don't need feelings like you to take a woman out, spend money, spend time. You're a nourisher. We're not nourishers by heart, so it has to be deeper than that. Because I've been in your situation where I met someone online, but I still know them, and that was 2.5 years ago. You did, you know what I'm saying? And we also had to go through that step that I seen she needs more work, and she doesn't need to focus on me. Is he a man enough to know right now I need to be able to let her focus on her and not focus on me? Because what happens in a year if he doesn't if in his mind he hasn't gotten the best job? How far along do we push that, move you up there? And what happens if you got something going on down here that you're not trying to give up? You ain't put that into the equation yet, have you? Mm-mm. We don't usually think of the negatives when we trying to be positive, but you got to be realistic. Got to be realistic. How many women in Baltimore who could do for him? What separates me from any of those women? Only time. If you've been physical, you can't be physical with him on a weekly, daily basis. Are you expecting him to sustain from sex till he gets to you? Have y'all talked about that? Yeah. See, that be the issue. Every woman say, I don't care nothing about no dick until they get some dick. And then they get some dick and be like, what you doing tonight? What's up with you? And I thought 2 months ago you told me I ain't studying these niggas. These niggas ain't talking about shit. But as soon as I'm just being raw. As soon as you start fucking with, I only speak for myself. Most women in 20 years been like, I ain't looking for no nigga for this. I don't need no sex. Hold on one sec. Yo. Hey man, be ready and pack your shit for tomorrow too, nigga. Okay. I'm gonna drop a sorry off the Fayetteville, then I'll be able to come get you. Alright. Yeah, have your shit for the late shit and have your shit for the night. So we probably go out to go for a shower tonight, go out there. You know what I mean? We good. Just you with me tonight, nigga. Y'all kidnap your ass 2 days, nigga. Alright. Alright. Sorry about that. Am I still in here? Hold on 2 seconds. Hold on 1 second.
What happened? Okay, there we go.
My bad, my bad. My cousin had just called me right quick. Now, where were we?
Yeah,
Um,
basically I was saying I needed. I'm not gonna lie, lies. I needed every day. Like I'm that type. Like I needed every single day. But if I know I'm in a relationship with someone, and the thing about it, I think it's me afraid to be alone, and because I like to, you know how you like to feel vulnerable with someone, and you wanna like tell them everything and shit. Like
that's a woman thing. I can't say I'm like that, but I know about it. Yes, ma'am.
yeah, it's like I'd be afraid to be alone because the guys that before I met him, it was hard to get someone that was consistent, someone that wanted to like fuck with me the long way. Like, cause niggas be
Let me tell you
dating.
this. Let me tell you this. Because the same young lady that I'm telling you about,
Mhm.
she was in a off and on 6 year relationship with a guy, and the first question I asked her was, "What's the basis of y'all relationship?" She said, "Sex." Right?
Mhm.
She came from a situation prior to that was not healthy. Several situations that it wasn't healthy. Men talking to her wasn't treating her right. So because she was of a void of shit, that's why this new guy, no offense to the guy, I'm not saying he wasn't a good person, he wasn't great, black man, salute, but he wouldn't have been where he was and got the position if she was used to men talking to her nice, treating her with
Right.
respect, giving, you know what I'm saying, being what they said they was gonna be. It's usually because you're lacking some shit, and then you finally meet a dude that's different from others, and now you're like, yay! That don't mean it's all complete. Mm-mm. That's just a part of the process. Now he got to prove it, but who gets to prove it? You don't make him prove anything. You just okay. He called, like she said, he was consistent. That's why when you said what you said, I said, so I can be consistent. I can make you laugh. I'm smart. I know how to cook. I know how to do a lot of shit. Now, put that beside your guy. What are we talking about exactly? Mm. He don't have to compete for you because he just got you. You don't make a man still earn you or vice versa. So I just be hesitant with this amount of time. I can see if y'all grew up together and you knew of him, you was around him, but y'all didn't date. And now, after high school, college, y'all finally run into each other and try it. This is completely, he's seen you like he see other women, and he said, "What's up?" That's how a lot of relationships start. But I'm gonna ask you this: have you gone to God about him?
Yeah, God sends me dreams, but I be ignoring it.
You be ignoring it.
Yeah, because that's how God speaks to me. He show me like
Don't ignore it. Don't
things in my dreams.
don't ignore it. Go with your gut. Go with your intuition always. Um, I be disappointed with women not seeing certain red flags. A lot of dudes may not show red flags. They just may. I don't believe in women giving men the glory so quickly.
Mhm.
I don't understand why we go all in so quickly when he ain't proving nothing for real. Little phone calls, a little we seen each other. How okay? How was the sex when you had it?
I mean, it was it was amazing. Like the sex was amazing. It was good.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Now I have a conversation when you said you can have sex every day. I remember an episode of Kevin Samuels asking a lady, how important is sex? What's a good sex life to you? She said at least once a day, and automatically men think like this, like, okay, she not on a period. She don't just be in the mood. She don't have a headache. She don't work. She ain't tired. Like you having sex every day. How you keep that up? Even if you stay with him, how you gonna keep sex every day up? I'm asking.
How we gonna keep it up every day?
Periods are from 3 to 2 weeks sometimes. What are we doing?
I mean, some periods last
I,
3 days.
so you a 3 and out.
3 days and that's it. And as far as like,
Yeah. So
thing is, but you can literally, I can go. I mean, I can go without sex, like on my period, like that.
I know you
Go
can.
without sex.
I know you can. But have
That's
you?
Mother Nature taking. That's how you create your babies. That's how much. That's Mother Nature like taking over your body, telling you, look, like not these days. I'm trying to create a new egg process for you, so let's just wait. But some females wanna bust it wide open while they're leaking. Hey, put a black towel down, whatever. Like whatever. Some people know about that black towel, and some people don't. So
Go get your ass in the shower. Fuck the towel. Cut.
some women love that. Like, and then some women are like, oh no, I can't. Like,
Yeah,
it's up to a man. Like, at
I've
the
seen
same
it
time,
all. But
but it's